Right, the National Institute of Justice funded this study initially as a replication of a study that had been done in Los Angeles County, which found that case attrition was prevalent, and the role of the prosecutor was instrumental in the case attrition process. So National Institute of Justice wanted to see if this was also happening in other jurisdictions. So part of the study involves determining whether or not their results we can replicate those results in other jurisdictions, and we also plan to go beyond that and look at other issues pertaining to case attrition. So it's both a replication and extension of the work that had been done in Los Angeles. Attrition is where a case falls out of the system. So, for example, we know that many cases never get reported to the police. In fact, the majority probably don't. And for those that do get reported to the police, then investigation commences, and things can happen in that investigation that lead to, for example, a victim becoming reluctant to cooperate. And there could be a variety of reasons. One is that the victim simply doesn't have the resources to keep going back for interviews. She doesn't have childcare. She can't take time off from work. So she might not be returning the calls to the police. And the police interpret that as they're not cooperating, but that's really not what's going on. So that's why it's important to really look at things from a variety of perspectives. So some of the estimates range in terms of how many cases, for example, actually make it to the arrest. So for those that get reported, it's less than 25% actually come arrested, and there's a lot of variation in those numbers. So we're trying to contribute to the discussion surrounding the attrition problem, and again, hoping to get the viewpoint from the different actors in the system. Where we are in the project currently is still in the data collection phase, but we're nearing the completion. We have most of the records reviewed, the police and court records, and we're doing interviews with detectives who do the investigations, prosecutors who prosecute the cases. We're doing focus groups with victim services people, and also we are going to interview victims as well, survivors.